look closely. What is it that you are chasing? This endless running, this striving, this desperate need to fill some perceived emptiness. We spend our lives in pursuit of wealth, of recognition, of enlightenment, of a perfect moment just around the next corner. We tell ourselves, when I achieve this, then I will be whole. When I possess that, then I will be complete. But tell me, my friend, when you finally grasp that thing, that title, that sum of money, that feeling, how long does the satisfaction truly last? A day, a week before the shadow of the next higher peak looms, demanding your attention and reigniting the familiar gnawing ache of incompleteness. This, I believe, is the central illusion of the human condition, the one grand misunderstanding that creates all our unnecessary suffering. We are masters of delayed living. We have been taught, subtly and often brutally, that life is a journey from deficiency to sufficiency, from an impoverished now to a rich later. We become connoisseurs of lack. We stand at the ocean's edge, holding a small empty teacup, complaining bitterly because the water is not in the cup. We forget that we are surrounded by the boundless, the infinite, the ungraspable source, the great secret, the profound and simple truth that can dissolve this lifelong chase into thin air is this: you already have everything you want. Now, don't mistake this for some soft, passive resignation. I am not asking you to abandon your work, your discipline, or your dreams. The warrior's path is defined by effort, by focused intention, by the sweat of 1,000 repetitions. But there is a crucial difference between working from a place of lack and working from a place of overflow. Most people operate from the position, I must get this because I don't have it. This creates tension, desperation, and rigidity. It is the strained grip of a hand trying to clutch water. The water only slips away faster. This state of lack is a self-fulfilling prophecy, because the moment you believe you lack something, you create a psychological and spiritual vacuum that pulls you away from the effortless, inherent completeness of your own existence. Think of the empty cup. The practical man sees an empty space and rushes to fill it. But the wise man, the one who understands the Tao of the empty cup, sees that the cup's usefulness is its emptiness. It is not a failure. It is a potential. Similarly, the moment we stop defining ourselves by what we believe is missing, the energy we wasted in chasing and striving is suddenly released. It is this released energy that becomes true power, true creativity, true effortless action. The master artist does not force the brush. The master martial artist does not muscle the movement. They simply allow the action to flow through them, not from them. They are not trying to be, they are. This completeness is not about material possessions, though those may come or go. It is about a fundamental shift in perception, an instantaneous recognition that your life, right now, in this breath, with all its imperfections, its triumphs, its confusions, and its pain, is entirely and utterly whole. It is what it is. And what it is the universe expressing itself momentarily as you. When you realize this, when you feel the entirety of existence thrumming within your own skin, how can you possibly believe you are missing anything? Everything that is here. The search for happiness is the very thing that prevents us from recognizing the joy that is perpetually present. We treat happiness like a distant island we must sail to, struggling against the current of the present moment. But true joy, the quiet, indwelling state of being, is not a destination. It is the vast ocean upon which you are already floating. When I train, I do not chase the perfect punch. I do not struggle to achieve mastery. I simply train. I let the body move. I allow the technique to express the principle of least resistance. If I were constantly thinking, I must be better than I am, that thought itself would be a block, a resistance. It would create a division, the me that is deficient and the me that I must become. This division is the very seed of suffering. But when I move simply as what is, the body is intelligent, the mind is still, and the movement is complete, perfect for that precise singular moment. This is the integration of the warrior and the moment. And this integration, this oneness with what is the feeling of having everything. This requires a radical acceptance, not a lazy acceptance, but a dynamic, active surrender to the reality of the now. What if the feeling of boredom, of frustration, of inadequacy is not a failure, but simply a temporary wave in the endless ocean of consciousness? If you try to push the wave away, you create a ripple of resistance. But if you simply observe it, if you allow the wave to rise and crest and dissolve, which it must, you suddenly find that you are the ocean itself, vast, deep, and untouched by the surface commotion. We often confuse the idea of what we want with the experience of being alive. We want the prestige of the title, not the simple, immediate satisfaction of a task well done. We want the security of the wealth, not the freedom of the moment. These abstract wants, these mental projections, are the chains we wrap around ourselves. They are the shadows we chase, and because a shadow is inherently lacking substance, the chasing can never truly end. You can catch a million shadows, and still, you hold nothing in your hand. But what if you stop chasing the shadow? What if you turn to face the light? The light is the present moment. When you look directly at what is, you realize that the richness of life is not found in the accumulation of things or experiences, but in the intensity of being present for them. The simple taste of tea, the feeling of the wind on your skin, the sound of silence. These are not insignificant fillers between the important moments. These are the fabric of existence itself. These moments, which you already possess in abundance, are the gold you have been ignoring while digging for fool's gold elsewhere. To truly understand this secret that you already have everything is to step out of the current of seeking and into the pool of being. It is the moment when the archer stops aiming and simply is the arrow. The target is still there, the effort is still required, but the inner tension, the feeling of I must get this to be okay, has vanished. The action flows naturally, powerfully, because it is no longer burdened by the enormous weight of proving your worth or filling a manufactured emptiness. You act not because you lack, but because you are. This is the state of effortless power. This is the way of no way. Look at the trees. They do not strive to be tall. They simply grow. They respond to the sun and the rain. They are in constant dynamic flow with their environment. They do not compare themselves to the mountain. They are simply the fullest expression of themselves as a tree. The human being is the only creature that has managed to invent a concept of self that is perpetually dissatisfied with its own existence. This conceptual self, the ego, is the great deceiver. It is the accountant of deficiency, the voice that whispers, "Not yet, not enough." To have everything means to recognize that you are the boundless container in which all experiences, pleasant and painful, arise and pass. The moment you define yourself by the contents, the successes, the failures, the opinions of others, you become finite, and therefore you become lacking. But when you identify with the space itself, the awareness that observes the contents, then you are infinite, and the infinite can lack nothing. It encompasses all things. This realization is the true training. It is the daily practice of dropping the striving mind and sinking into the reality of the present. It is in the simplicity of chopping wood or carrying water that the truth reveals itself, not in the dramatic breakthrough, but in the quiet continuity of awareness. The technique is effortless. The difficulty is in letting go of the ingrained habit of trying. We are so addicted to effort that we believe if we are not straining, we are not succeeding. But success, in the truest sense, is simply being fully where you are. You possess this moment. This moment is the only wealth, the only reality, the only true possession you will ever have. And in this moment, complete and unbroken, you are whole. You are the universe expressing its own completeness. So, let go of the oars. Stop rowing toward the imaginary shore of better. The ocean is beneath you. The sky is above you. And you are already here. The great secret is out. Now, what do you do with the wealth you have just discovered? You simply begin to live.